me, Mark.
And me, Jamie. Today we are playing the Sega Mega Drive. We are playing Virtua Racing.
VR.
Absolutely splendid game. Why have we picked this up recently, Mark?
I don't know, why have we picked this up recently?
Because we were at a retro games convention.
Yes.
And we played this stand-up arcade version of this, and just remembered just how lovely a game
Loved it.
it is.
Yeah.
So this came out for the home console, I think, in 1994, and the game cartridge itself is
Massive.
It's huge.
Massive.
There is another version of this. It's on the 32X, which is a hell of a lot nicer than this. This still, as you can see, is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to do, we're just going to have one quick race, and me against Mark, I'm player 2.
We'll just show you what it's about and have a little battle.
That's it.
Yeah.
And right, let's get started.
So these were the glory days of Sega, I suppose.
Really were.
Yeah.
Like 92 to 94, some superb games.
Yeah.
And this, when they started releasing their Virtua series, Virtua Fighter, Virtua, I mean, later on as well, Virtua Cop and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this was the beginning of some splendid days at Sega. So we're playing a beginner track.
Yep.
Right, here we go. I'm just going to change my viewpoint.
Yep, same.
And
Let's
I'm
go.
the blue car, and you're the red car. The blue
do
car and the red
this.
car had a race. Red car and the blue
Yeah.
car had a race.
You're a massive fan of Virtua Cop, aren't you?
That's one of my favourite games ever. I say that about everything.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourite games ever.
Get off!
You get off, you
This
swine.
was Polygon.
Oh, look at him.
Polygons went mad, didn't they, in these days?
That's it, they really did. They found the new technique of making games that,
Yeah.
well, not 2D. And this was how they began. So, I mean, to newer, new school gamers, and maybe the young uns out there who didn't get to experience this first time around, trust me when I say this was revolutionary and blew our bloody socks off.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it looks like sort of stop motion fuzzy felts, if you like.
It looks pretty rubbish,
But I tell you what,
the
handling,
trees especially do look like fuzz. Oh,
you're getting rinsed, mate. Do you want me to slow down?
no. I'll catch up.
No, honestly, if you maybe you haven't got a copy of this, maybe you haven't got a Mega Drive, and maybe you don't believe how good it is, but if you play a few Mega Drive games or a few 16-bit racers, just you'll see how bad they are in general. But then you get to this, and the handling is perfect.
It is brilliant. I mean, it's jerky, but it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't matter at all.
It's so smooth to
It's
handle.
smooth as anything.
Oh, you've absolutely rinsed me.
I'm only on lap 3. Come on, you got time.
Look how far ahead you are.
I'm half a lap ahead of you.
Oh.
But, you know, we've mentioned this before about racing games and you not getting on, apart from F-Zero.
Yeah, we're not going to mention that.
F-Zero X, sorry.
Did you beat me on GX?
Yes.
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 Right, well, what we'll do, because I found that little cheat stick,
Oh, he's spun.
we'll play F-Zero GX at some point.
Yeah, with everything open.
With everything open, yeah. Play with some of them mental vehicles and tracks and stuff.
Okay.
That sounds like a challenge, doesn't it?
Sounds like a challenge,
I
mate.
can hear your brain ticking.
You've already set a challenge for me to beat you at F-Zero X at some point. So
Which
yeah,
you
my
will, most
challenge
likely.
is for you to beat me at F-Zero GX.
Yeah.
But aside from that, Sega Racer right now, Virtua Racing. Would you like to see perhaps more arcade style, old school arcade style games in the future? You know, you've got 3 tracks, 3 cars, something like that.
Yeah. They should re-release these Virtua games, shouldn't they? Do them on PSN or
A
whatever.
bit more polished, or
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe,
because
but then you don't.
if you have a look at the Sega Saturn version of Virtua Cop, right, it's very polygons like this, but then the PS2 Virtua Cop Elite Edition is very polished, been rounded off. It's still got the same gameplay. It still feels exactly the same, but with that sort of sanded downness and just
Would you say
not
it was
rough
that's
edges. Perfect, absolutely perfect.
Really?
I've got both copies here, the PS2 and the Saturn version, and I love them both equally. Winner!
I think that might be an easy win, that one. You didn't have to do much.
Really didn't.
You could have just watched my screen and watched me flipping.
I am now.
Do I have to finish it?
Yes, please.
Oh, come on, I'm about an hour behind.
You're not as far behind as you were in Top Gear Rally.
Yeah.
I think you finished 3 minutes after me on that
I'm
one.
leisurely cruising in my Prius at this point.
Yeah, that's it.
That wasn't much of a
with
race.
no battery.
Yeah. So there you go. That was Virtua Racing VR. Yeah, back in the days of the Polygon Racing, really, and Polygon games for Sega.
It works for the 6
machines.
button pad as well.
What would you do with the extra 3 buttons?
I think they change.
Have
the
a man
angle.
waving out the window.
No, it's not that technical. Maybe gear up, gear down. Whereas I think on manual mode here, you've got to use up and down. Yeah, pointless really. But that is Virtua Racing with Sega Virtua processor on board.
So that's why the cartridge is so massive.
Cartridge, massive. Well, you can see actually the size without us needing to pull it out. Versus the size port. Let's just grab another game down here. I've got a load of Mega Drive games just at hand. So if I show you a comparison.
Watch it rattle around in the box.
International Superstar Soccer Deluxe here. I've just taken it out. So if I just shove this into there, look at the additional space there.
That's the Virtua processor.
This bit here is the Virtua processor. Yeah. Ridiculous, but it really does the job and looks phenomenal.
Love it. Great game. Nice.
So
that's about it.
Until the next video.
Until we meet again.
Yeah. My name's Jamie.
And my name's Mark. Thanks for watching.